Well, hello everyone. Stephanie Cox here, the Revolutionary Empath. So today what I would like to chat about is the concept of heal thyself, right? A lot of people they kind of understand the concept, but they kind of don't. And I will say in the beginning of my journey, I did not. I didn't really know what they would say, Stephanie, it's time for you to look at yourself first. And I didn't understand that, but it is actually a very important key because I know as an empath, myself and the journey of an empath, we want to help people. Right? We want to help them change. We want to help them transform. We want to help them grow. We know as empaths, the people that we sit with when they're out of alignment with their true self, right? We know that. And we want to help them move beyond that. And the most important thing that my guides have taught me about this aspect is the heal thyself. So we're going to talk about that. But before I get started, I want to talk a little bit about my new program called The Empath's Guide to Inner Peace. Okay. And that's really what it does. What this program really does is help you have awareness of yourself and help you explore yourself. That's really what this program does. And when you can go into those two pieces and you really start diving into those two pieces, you can really start a true journey of self-love for those who are willing to dive into that. Now, this program really is bringing people into the new era of the empath because it is about letting go of all of these old empath traits. It's time to let go of the things like I can't people today, people are overwhelming, people's emotions are overwhelming, so on and so forth. Like these are all the things that are actually holding us back from really being in alignment with our true self, right? Now, the other aspect of this program is like when you start, becoming aware of yourself and exploring yourself, these two beautiful aspects, again, when you're willing to do this, you actually, again, start the journey of self-love and you become more deeply connected with your intuition. Again, it's really important for you to become aware of yourself and explore yourself. These are two important things. And that's what that program does for you, is it helps you have more self-awareness, awareness about your own emotions, thoughts, and feelings. We explore the ego structure. We explore the belief structure. We explore what it looks like to open the heart, because an open heart equals intuition, equals open intuition. We explore how to stop being afraid of your emotions and things like that. So, and really just in exploration, stop judging yourself when you're exploring yourself. This is really key. Okay. And that's a huge part of that program. Now I'm offering it right now for $50 a month. You also get 1 month for free. It is a membership program. And the thing is that what you get with this program is we do 2 live Zoom. You get live Zoom classes with me every month, 2 of them. Okay. Again, it is a group membership. And then also I offer support. So when we're offline, we're not on the Zoom class, you get support through these concepts, through these tools, because that's what they really are, tools to help you learn how to love yourself, right? When you're becoming aware of yourself and you're exploring yourself, these tools help you really start that journey of self-love. And I'm here to offer support offline even, so that you can get what you need through this program, so that you know that you are not alone in this journey. The other thing is I do have, I have basically what you would call the textbook. So it has all the information that you need about these tools. Now this program is under construction, so that's why it's being offered at a low beta rate, because it is a beta program right now. So you go through the program and then you also give me feedback on what works and what doesn't work, because it's super helpful for me to help improve the program. So that's why it's at a super low rate. Now, the beautiful thing is if, say, for example, I do decide to change the rate on this program, the rate does not go up for you. It does not. It will actually stay at $50 a month for you. Now, Also right now, what I'm offering with this is you get a 2-for-1. So you get the Mindset Bootcamp for Empaths program as well. So the Mindset Bootcamp for Empaths, we literally explore the 5 old identities of an empath. So, lack of self-love, lack of boundaries, perfectionism, people-pleasing, and victim mentality. So we start exploring all of those, and start helping you start shifting through those. That's the whole point, is for you to explore those so that you can start shifting through those instead of hanging on to them, because they really are a lot of the old paradigm of the old empath. We are shifting into a new era of the empath. The new era of the empath, again, is all about being more in alignment with your true self and staying in alignment with your true self so that you can make decisions in alignment with your true self, so that you can live your daily life in alignment with your true self. That's the whole point, right? And again, the whole point of the Empath's Guide to Inner Peace is for you to have awareness of yourself and be able to explore yourself without judgment, without criticizing yourself. That's the whole point of that program. And then in the Mindset Bootcamp for Empaths, you start exploring the 5 old identities, so that you can start learning how to shift those. And by learning these tools, again, they can lead you into this beautiful journey of self-love. And it's so beautiful. Because my guides tell me all the time, like, when we can learn to really love ourselves, that's where the magic is. That's where the miracles happen. That's where the sweet spot is. So that's what those 2 programs do for you. So now, if you would like more information, you can put just put a message down below saying, Stephanie, I would like to know more about your program. I will private message you. We could also even talk about like maybe a free 15-minute call to help you discover if this program is a good fit for you. Because you know, I don't ever sell to people. I don't like selling to people. That's not my thing. What I really like to do is help them learn about my passion. So without further ado, let's talk about Healer Heal Thyself. So with the Healer Heal Thyself, my guides are also wanting me to talk about the new reading that I do. It's called the Psychic Mindset reading. So what I do is I go into your space, I go into your energy body, and I start uncovering the mindset that you currently carry. It could be things like people pleasing, lack of boundaries. It could be perfectionism. It could be maybe you're really hard on yourself. Maybe you're judging yourself. If people have specific questions that they have, perhaps I can answer those based on your mindset, your current paradigm mindset. And what I do is I just go layer by layer by layer until I can get down to the true essence of who you are. Because that's really what's happening, is we put all of these layers on top of the true essence of who we are. Because when we get down to the core of who we are unconditional love. We are peace. We are harmony. We are balance. We are joy. We are excitement. Those are our core values, really, right down to the very core. The rest of it is all like a human perception, or if you want to call it like an ego structure. But you know, we have to have that ego structure in order to have a physical existence. We really do. We can't be in this physical world without that ego structure. The ego structure is not a bad thing. It is not a bad thing. It is literally meant to help us experience the physical world. It's just that when we put perceptions on the ego structure, that's where it gets tricky, because we start saying and we start defining every situation as if it is good or bad. And my guides have always taught me, stop putting that definition on it. When we can actually see from a neutral standpoint, that's when we're taking the ego and we're actually balancing it out and we're centering it, when we can look at a situation from a positive aspect. So I hope that makes sense a little bit. I didn't plan on going into the ego, but somebody must have needed to know that. But that ego structure is not a bad thing. It is not. What happens is when we put a definition on it, that is negative. So if we come into a situation like even a flat tire, say for example, something so simple, right? even if we go into the flat tire and say, well, this is shit. This sucks. I can't deal with this today. I don't have time for this today. That's when we get lost in it, right? And then what can happen is that will be the definition for our whole day, right? But what if we could just stop and see what we're learning that's positive from it? I mean, perhaps the tow truck guy has a message for you. Perhaps there's just the universe trying to tell you, slow down and just stop and take a minute and be in quiet space, right? I mean, sometimes we just have to really look at the positive perspectives that we're learning from it, period. Even if we come into contact with a person that I'll say we don't like, right? That person is reflecting back to us something that we may not like in ourselves. That's the whole point. They're not there to be an asshole. They're literally there because they are reflecting back to us something we need to see within ourselves. That's the whole point. Really, the world around us is a reflection of us. And so when we define something as negative rather than seeing the positive perspective in it, we can't see the positive perspective because we can't see the forest for the trees. But if we can stop and have that positive perspective, we can start seeing above and beyond what the situation is. Like what it's there to teach us. Life is your teacher, folks. Life is your teacher. Like I always tell my students, I am not actually your teacher. I'm not actually your coach. I'm a guide. That's it. I teach you the tools, and life is actually your teacher. That's the beauty of it. Everybody thinks that life happens to them and not for them, but it actually is happening for you. It's just a matter of having a perspective that's positive so you can glean what you need from it that it's actually teaching you. There is value in everything. But when we try to push away or ignore it, we are basically devaluing it. And so then it's not teaching us what we need, and it will keep coming back and coming back and coming back over and over and over again until we finally say, okay, what the hell am I learning from this? That's the whole point, right? Now, to get myself back onto topic of heal thyself, all of us empaths, we have this innate need within us to help people, right? We really want to help them learn, help them grow, help them expand. But here is a very key piece that my guides have taught me over the years. Because again, as an empath myself, I had that innate need within me, and I felt like that was just my calling. I didn't know what that looked like. I didn't know how it would play out. I had no idea. But my guide started teaching me, Stephanie, it's really important for you to follow your own journey, stay in alignment with your true self, to heal yourself, to work on your own inner healing, to explore yourself, to get to know yourself. Because the more that you get to know yourself, the more that you explore yourself, the more that you stay in alignment with yourself, you can inspire others to do the same. You basically, and I have seen this, the more that I just stay in alignment with my true self, I don't have to do anything. It's like people then just they're inspired by the vibration, and then they want to be of that vibration. That's the whole point. The thing is when, say for example, somebody comes to you, maybe you're a Reiki practitioner, and they come to you for healing, right? The thing is they will only heal if they are willing, number one, to believe that they can heal, and number two, that they are willing to match your vibration. That's the whole point. If they're willing to match the frequency that you yourself are sitting in when you're in Reiki, really, that's what helps them. It has nothing to do with us being the healer. They are actually the healers for themselves. And I remember when people would come to me to do readings, when I used to do psychic medium readings, and which I still do, but they're just more psychic than medium. But they would sit down and they would look at me and say, Stephanie, just heal me. I'm like, God, that never felt good to me. It never felt in alignment with me. And now I understand why, because I don't actually heal them. They decide if they want to stay in that vibration, be in alignment with the vibration that I'm offering to them. That's it. That's it. But if they don't decide to do that, then they will walk out still wanting to be healed. And when people are looking for a healing, it's really time for them to start diving inside, to go inward, to really be with themselves, get to know themselves, and explore themselves if they really want to be in that healing journey. So that's the whole point of the Healer Heal Thyself. When you ignite your own inner spark, you can literally help ignite the inner spark of others just by you being you. And I have seen this firsthand. Like, I don't really have to do anything anymore. I used to think that I have to do this and do all these things and do all these classes and do all this stuff. And now it's just about me being in alignment with who I really am. Like the Empath Guide to Inner Peace. That's just me being in alignment. It brings me joy just to create this program. Just to create it, it brings me excitement. It brings me joy because then it's created from my own experiences, from my own channeled messages, from higher consciousness. It literally comes from higher consciousness and is brought into form through me. That's it. And it's so exciting to do that. And then I just stay in alignment with my true self to help others be ignited and be in alignment with their true self. It's just really important for us to stay in alignment with ourselves. To, again, heal thyself. Because when you are working on your own journey, your own inner healing journey, you can spark excitement within yourself, and then you follow that excitement. The more that you follow that excitement, the more that synchronicities will play out in your life. And that is where, when we stay in that alignment, those synchronicities will continue to come. And we literally really don't have to do anything to manifest the life that we want, because everything that we need will be right there with us. Yes, I love this. So true. I am so grateful to love me for who I am. Yes, this is so important for you to love who you are. It really is. And stay in alignment with who you are. I feel like for me, my running theme has been, I set a bunch of people up in my life to challenge me to stay in alignment with my true self. That was amazing when I saw that pattern, because you realize how much unconditional love they really have for you when they are really teaching you how to stay in alignment with your true self. They challenge you. So here's an important thing too. When you're looking at these positive aspects, when you're going, it doesn't matter, situations, relationships, circumstance, whatever it is, look at it from a positive perspective, right? But what's really important is when you're looking through this positive perspective is to really stop and ask yourself this one question. This is something that my guides have always taught me. Who do I want to be in this moment? Who do I really want to be in this moment? Do I want to be in alignment with my true self? And if so, what does that alignment with my true self look like? And you'll feel it. You'll feel it shift, right? So it's a good question to ask yourself. Because the more that we are in alignment with our true self, the more that we are in alignment with the world around us, right? And again, the people who come to us, the situations, the circumstances, the relationships, they're all there to teach us something. They are our teachers. And when we can look at it that way, like what did I see on Facebook the other day? It said something like, instead of asking the question of why is this happening to me, ask what is this teaching me? And that's actually a great way to look at it, because that's the whole point. My guides have always taught me, like, Stephanie, this situation is teaching you something positive. And unless you can pull yourself out of the mindset of, oh, this is crap, they said you're never going to be able to see what it's actually supposed to be teaching you. And it will happen over and over and over again. Or like, say if you have emotions of fear or anger or resentment, they will get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger, because they are trying to teach you when you're out of alignment with your true self. Like, our emotions are not negative. Our ego is not negative. It's that we have trained it to be negative. That's exactly what's happened. Now it's time for us, if we want to move into the new era of the empath, I hope you guys are listening. If we want to move into the new era of the empath, we've got to train our ego to take a more neutral standpoint. Because when we take a neutral standpoint, we can see both perspectives. It's like a bird's eye view. And that is so important. And when we're looking at the Empath's Guide to Inner Peace, that's what that program actually does for you. It starts training you to see the bird's eye view, to be aware of the two different perspectives and what you are labeling each situation as. That is the whole point. So, hopefully I've helped a little bit. I feel like I went a little bit off topic, but I hope I've helped a little bit with, the healer, heal thyself concept. Let's see, I got led to do to say two things. She had no messages from my ancestors. From answers, what was the idea of the strongest moon? You being so honest and not charging people for your abilities. Pick up respect. Oh, I still charge people for my abilities. I do, but I feel like when I jump on here and I offer some advice for those people that really need it, it helps them in their journey, right? Yes, I still have a program. Yes, I still charge for that program. Yes, I do readings, and yes, I still charge for those readings, because the reality is I still got to keep my lights on, right? I still got to live in this physical world. And so, my guides are always like, no, it's okay to make money. And honestly, money is an energy exchange. It really is. So when somebody is giving me money and I'm exchanging energy with them of the class or energy with them of a reading, that is still an energy exchange. They are getting value for something they are giving me of value. So yes, I still charge, but I like to get on here and give you guys some of the bits and pieces that might be able to help you in your journey. And then from that, I always feel like if people really want to dive deeper in, they can always contact me and say, hey, Stephanie, I want to join your program because I really feel like I need the support, because I can give you all the tools here, but sometimes I have found that people need the support, right? They need somebody saying, yes, that's true. Yes, I confirm that. Yes, I understand that, because it's so helpful for them. And that's the whole point. So, I hope this message finds you well. I hope you understand the concept of heal thyself, because the whole point, and let me just recap here, the whole point is literally for you guys to stay in alignment with your true self. And when you do that, you can help others outside of you, because what they do is they look at you and say, oh my God, what is she doing? I want to know what she's doing to do what she's doing, to stay happy in her life, to stop being depressed, stop being anxious, stop hating the world, stop feeling like a victim, stop feeling like she has to be perfect. She's setting healthy boundaries. She no longer people pleases. She understands self-love, like all of these things, because then they look at how you are shifting and how you're transforming, and they want to do the same. And a lot of times what I have found is when you stay in alignment with your true self, your excitement, your joy, and when you follow your excitement and follow your joy, I have found that it is very much a part of what you're already doing for yourself, which is such a beautiful thing, right? Like, that is how I built the programs that I have, because I literally have experienced them. I have channeled things through. My guides have led me to materials to help me out. So that is the whole point. It's literally you staying in alignment with your true self, you following your highest excitement, following your passion, following your bliss, and let go of expectations, by the way, because expectations, when we try to force an outcome, that is unhelpful. It's actually just our mind trying to force an outcome. So let go of that outcome and just follow the excitement until you just can't go any further, and then go to the next thing. So again, I hope that helps. I hope you understand the heal thyself. I hope you all are beginning to be in alignment with your true self. And of course, if you have questions about this video, put them down below. If you have any other questions, put them on the page. I would be happy to answer them. If you have questions about the program, don't be afraid to message me or put something down below that says, yes, I want to know more about your program, or, you know, or yes, I would like to book a psychic medium reading, whatever the case might be. So I hope this helps you all. I'm sending you all much love, much light. Create an amazing day.